my first colonoscopy. By applause, how many people have had the joy of this experience? And let me say this right up front. A colonoscopy will save your life. You need to have it done. And some of you younger people may not even know what I'm talking about. Let me break it down for you. In the Latin, the word colon means intestine. The word oscopy means to attach a camera to a garden hose and ram it through it. I think that's what oscopy means. There are 3 steps to a colonoscopy. The first step is the pre-surgery consultation, which you do a couple of weeks before the procedure. And let me say this right up front. Pay attention during the consultation. And I say that not because I did, but because I didn't. Oh no, I'm a comedian trying to make jokes, looking at the doctor going, boy, I bet you meet a lot of asses in this business, don't you? Not even a smile. That's funny, I don't care who you are, that's funny right there, man. Step number 2 is the day before preparation. Because before they put this camera through you, they want you completely cleaned out. So my wife bought all the ingredients for the preparation and she put them on the kitchen counter, but she wasn't home that day. So she kept texting me going, now remember at 3 o'clock you're supposed to start the preparation. I'm like, okay, got it. So the first part of the preparation was you were supposed to mix 64 ounces of Gatorade with 10 large packets of Miralax. Now the back of one packet of Miralax says may cause loose and watery stools. 10 large packets of Miralax is guaranteed to clean out the Alaska pipeline. Now if I had paid attention during the consultation, I would have remembered you were supposed to spread the 64 ounces out over a period of 3 hours. I still don't remember hearing that. So I mix it all together and I down that 64 ounces in 8 minutes and 34 seconds. And I know because I timed myself so I could brag to my friends. Now the only thing remaining on the counter is a bottle of something called magnesium citrate. 2 drops of this stuff will pull the Eiffel Tower out of the earth. I remember the doctor said everybody needed to drink at least half a bottle, but some people might have to drink the whole bottle, and I thought, well, I don't want to have to come back later and do this again. So I popped the top, I hold my nose, and I downed the whole thing. Now, in just under 10 minutes, I have completed a preparation procedure that is supposed to take 4 hours. And it wasn't very long after that, my stomach started making some noises. Noises like the fireplace in the Amityville Horror. Run to the bowels, run to the bowels, run to the bowels. Get out. At which point my underwear tapped me on the shoulder and said, run. The first volley took my feet off the ground. I was physically afraid, and I watch a lot of rodeo. The only thing I could think to do was put a glove on my left hand, get some rope, tie myself to the toilet seat, and hold on. I passed everything I've ever eaten in my entire life. I passed things I had only thought about eating. I passed things my neighbors had eaten. I passed a red bicycle we keep in the garage. And 1 hour later, what was coming out of me was so pure it could be legally declared mountain spring water. And I was ready for my test. So the next morning I go down to the doctor's office. This was the part I was dreading the most. Ended up it was the easiest of the 3 steps. Thanks to a little IV they give you with Demerol in it. Oh buddy, they put that needle in my arm. My last thought was, I bet my doctor has a camera on her cell phone and I'm going to be on TMZ tonight. Out. Out. I woke up, she was standing there and she's like, hey, it's all over. I was like, I didn't even know you did it. She's like, yeah, everything's great. You don't have to do this again for 5 years. I'm like, I'm really glad. And she left, and I had that little hospital gown on. Well, I sat up on the bed, and my jeans and my shirt were at the bottom of the bed, so I grabbed my shirt, and I started to unbutton it to put it on. And I hear this woman say, what are you doing? I turn around, there's a nurse in the room. I hadn't even noticed her. And I said, oh. I said, I guess I'm going home. She said, guess again. I said, what's the problem? She said, well, in order to get that camera through you, they have to inflate your intestines with air, and you can't go home until you give the air back. I'm like, all right, well, I will. She said, well, I have to verify that you do. At which point I see she's holding a pen and a clipboard. And I remember career day in high school. Nobody told us you could get paid good money for rating farts on a clipboard. Because I have friends that do that all the time for free. But here's the problem. I was raised in Georgia. My mom taught me never to do that in front of a woman, and especially a woman I don't know. So even though I really need to do what she wants me to do, I can't do it. I lock up. And she's getting frustrated because she's got other work to do. And so she said, come here. She said, get back in the bed, get down on all fours, and lower your shoulders to the mattress. Feeling like a big star right about now. But when I get in that position, I can tell this lady knows what she's talking about. Oh, this is going to work. So here was my thought process. I thought, well, if I'm going to embarrass myself in front of this woman I don't know, why not do like I did with the preparation and just get it all over with at one time? So I thought back to my wife's childbirth classes and that breathing they taught her. And I did the big push just like they showed her to do. Y'all, what came out of me was so loud and so long, Fred Flintstone clocked out from work. And I said, can I go home now? She said, please do.